Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Delana and I like to craft things. In fact, today I have a few beadable pens that I need to make. This is the table where I work, and you're most welcome to stick around if you enjoy crafting yourself, or maybe you don't craft and you just want something cozy to watch, something cozy to listen to while you're doing whatever. Feel free to just play the video. I do that myself with some of my favorite YouTubers, and I find it very relaxing. Or maybe it'll inspire you to pick up a craft. So, the possibilities. This is a safe space, and you are most welcome to stick around. I received the sweetest mail today from a sweet little lady. She sent me a card, a bookmark, and these two stickers. I love that one. Barn hair, don't care. That is so cute. Never boring. So what I want to do is I actually want to change out, let's see, at least one of my stickers on my tablet and put these there. So I'm going to show you how I do that because I use this tape glue runner that my friend Chelsea gave me, and I love this stuff. So I have my tablet right here, and by the way, I have taken to putting some crafting pals right there. I think they are so sweet. Let me zoom in a little bit. I've got my Stitchy and my Cherished Teddy. And if you see, those are two photographs of an AI produced scene that my friend saw on Facebook, and she printed them for me, and I just think they are so sweet. So let me grab my tablet. Okay. And this is my current tablet setup, sticker setup. What do they call this? Like a sticker tour. Not a desk tour, it's a sticker tour. So I think I'm going to remove the Cozy Bookish Weekend just because there's a pumpkin on it. And then I'm pretty sure I can fit those two stickers there. And I think I can demonstrate how well this tape runner works. So I actually don't remove the paper backing from the stickers because I don't want them to be permanent. I want to be able to reuse them. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Okay, there you can see it. I think, maybe not, but I feel like this stuff you could almost kind of roll it off. But you, actually, I'm not sure. I still like it better than double-sided tape. I'm getting a little something. Yeah, I'm getting some right there. I think if you just get it started and work with it, it'll roll off. So I won't do this too much on camera. I'll set that aside. And you know, I'm sorry. Let me put, there we go. Okay. So we're going to do Never Boring. And let's see, I have to make allowance for this. So yeah, I think I'll leave enough space. How do I want to do this? You know, I think I'll just put the barn hair don't care right below the rootin' tootin'. By the way, if any of you are interested in my other stickers, these three I got from kellyprepsterstudio.com. This one came in a pack from Temu, just so you know. So I'm going to take this, and it's just a little rolly thing. I don't need much because it's just a temporary adhesion. Oh, that's too low. Temporary adhesion, if that's a word. Okay, I think I got it. There, you can see it right there. So I'm going to put her down here, right below Rootin' Tootin'. And the Never Boring, I'm going to use that to cover up where it says iPad. Okay. Perfect. And you know what I could do? If I can't roll that adhesive off the sticker, I can just put a little piece of tape. Wow. Taper. I can put a little piece of paper to cover that up. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Okay. Now let's see what it looks like when I put the cover back on. I know a lot of people do this with their stickers, and I was just kind of slow to get on that train. And I finally learned how people were doing it because I want to be able to reuse my stickers. Ta-da! So I still have a little room there if I end up coming up with some skinny stickers. I like it. It's so cute. While we're at it, let's do a desk tour, shall we? Believe it or not, I did clean it up last night. I just want to make sure I don't have any personal information out, and I don't think I do. So, back here, you can probably see my Chippendale mug. And then I have another one of these prints. Isn't that adorable? I love decorating my desk with little tchotchkes to make me happy. Okay, let's zoom out. We'll just do a little pan. How about that mug right there? Sorry, I'm fully booked. There's Norbert the turtle. My husband got that for me at Hobby Lobby last year for our anniversary. One of several presents. I just thought he was the cutest thing I ever saw, and he's so soft. But look at that smile. Is that not the friendliest smile you've ever seen on a plushie? His little tuft of green hair. He's so sweet. But these are called Palm Pals. And they have more of them at Hobby Lobby. There were a couple more I really liked. They're so soft. Oh my goodness, look at that. Stop it. So cute. He's saying hello to you, crafty pals. Okay. Let's go over here. I got some little things tucked in. I love to tuck little things in, so you can probably see I've got Jack from Cinderella and little Winnie the Pooh Bear thinking right there. Let's zoom in. You can probably spot Pumbaa. And then that tin is from the original Scooby-Doo Where Are You TV series, and it actually had little candies in it, and I took them out and decided to display. And then my Triceratops, I also got him from Hobby Lobby. I actually love Triceratops dinosaurs. They're my favorite dinosaur. Let's get a better look at him. He also has a very friendly face. Look at that. That smile. He and Norbert are good pals. See? This light right here, oh, I highly recommend it. I use it all the time, but you can move this and you can dim it. And I'll brighten it. You probably couldn't really tell on camera, but I use it all the time. I like it because when I'm working here doing bracelets, I can move this, or when I'm doing my nails, I move this lamp over, and look at that. I can get right over my workspace. Highly recommend. I can link this in the information box for you. I bought it on Amazon. Okay, I think that is our desk tour for now. I'm doing a trade with one of my friends who makes clay earrings, and we're gonna trade 3 pairs of earrings for 3 pens. Let me see if I can get my light right on this. There we go. So they actually have chickens, my friend, and she has a little girl, and I'm actually gonna give the little girl this one. She doesn't know it yet. Let me fix there we go. She doesn't know it yet, but I want to trade out this brown bead just for a hot pink one, because I think she's 7, and I just think I like the brown bead with it, but I just think a 7-year-old little lady would like pink. So we're just gonna do a little switcheroo, but I'm gonna leave that turquoise one there. It's still really cute. I sold so many of this. I call it the beanie chicken. I sold so many of these. It was so popular. I'm not entirely sure why. It's interesting to find out what people like and what becomes popular or viral in a way. Viral in my little life, but there we go. So I'm actually just waiting to hear back which one her brother would like. So that's going to be for her. And then I gave her brother 5 options. I'm kind of like, I don't really make pens for little kids. Well, they're not too little, but I don't really make pens for kids. So I do have another one of these, the beanie chicken. This one is really cute. This duck with, whoops, with that little hat. And I also have another chicken. Who knows, he might like a chicken since they own chickens. I have a tarantula. I was very surprised. I actually sold, is it gonna focus? I sold 2 tarantula pens. I could not believe it. And a sloth. So we'll see what he says. All right, I found out that this little guy likes the colors orange and teal. And she thought he would like the sloth. So I'm looking for, I have a piece of rubber band that I use for just gripping this metal rod so that I can twist off the top. It also doesn't help that I have lotion on, but even without lotion, a lot of times I have to use this. And then I use the band to make sure that that rod is screwed in, because this just unscrews and comes right out. So I picked out this really pretty blue abacus bead. Is it a abacus or abacus? Abacus sounds better, but I'm not really sure. And I always twist this to make sure it's on tight. Now, typically, if I do make a pen for a male, I skip the bling part. So as you can see on Beanie Chicken here, I've got some metal bling. I typically skip that for the guys. So you see how the threads end right there? I've got that little gap. I'm gonna try screwing on this top and see if it will cover up that gap. If it doesn't, I may need to find so I need to find something small that can fill that in. And here's what I'll use. I have these silicone stopper rings. I think this was a pack of 300, and as you can see, it's almost gone, but I have another pack ready to be opened. So these are actually extremely helpful for those teeny tiny spaces. And they're clear, so they're not very noticeable, but it will at least cover up that metal. This is a little bit, this particular top is a little temperamental. Okay. And it's also important to cover that up with something because your beads will move around a little bit. In fact, I might need another one. I'm gonna see what it's like if I put another one on. I feel like I don't really have the room to add even a lentil bead. And the nice thing is it's silicone, so they're spongy. They can get pushed right in there, and that's okay. In fact, we kind of want that because it prevents, if everything's nice and tight, it'll prevent the beads from moving around. Okay. So I think I'll leave it there. Now, if this was for a female, I would use up there a 6 millimeter. I think it's a 6 millimeter rondelle bead. Let me show you what I mean. I have this multi-pack from Amazon, and I think it's 6, 8, 10 millimeter. And, oh, you know what? I take that back. The 6 would not work because the hole is too small. I would probably use the 8 millimeter, and that would have filled out this little gap very nicely, but I think he'll be okay. He is, I'm gonna guess he's like 9. I really don't think he's gonna care. And I kind of do a little jiggle test. It gives me an idea like how secure everything is. So I go like that. And we do a test with opening the pen. We tighten that because what's going to happen is if he runs out of ink and wants to replace his ink cartridge, he's going to get it on this end of the pen. Well, obviously not at the top, but we want to make sure that's twisted on. Jiggle test. This is on. Okay. I think he's ready to go. And I just got word that their mom will take a chicken pen. So I'm going to give her, not the beanie chicken. Let me pick out another one. Okay, so I have this one, but based on the pictures I sent her, she wanted the chicken with the blue bead. And the reason I have these in here was I filled a very large pen order a couple weeks ago, 45 pens, and I needed certain colors of the actual pen part. And so I ended up taking apart some of my pens I already had made. This was one of those. And what's really funny is I was just getting these out of the little tote box, and I'm thinking, knowing her, she's going to want the blue bead, because I'm just thinking about, I can't picture her wearing red. I've never seen her wear red. Red just doesn't seem her color. And I picked it out, and I just got a text from her saying the chicken with the blue bead. So I'm good. I'm really good. It's like one of the things I really enjoy about making things for other people is I really pay attention to what people wear. If I've been in their house, I pay attention to their furnishings color-wise. And it's just something I notice because I myself love color. And I take pride in trying to pick something that the recipient themselves will like. you know, and not me choosing something just because I like it. So I think that is so funny. But this one is still really pretty. So we're just going to do basically the same thing. So I got my red bead, and the reason I chose these colors was look closely at the chicken, the red and the turquoise. So I really want to honor those colors because they're just so pretty. Here's a rondelle bead I'm going to use, a rondelle spacer. Put that there. And because we're doing this blue acrylic bead, you know, I didn't want to do, well, now I'm wondering, no, I want to keep the red just for a little bit of touch of color. You know, I don't want to put a blue lentil bead against a blue acrylic bead. And I don't want to put the red one there and this ivory one there because the ivory and the gold are too much alike. So I give this a lot of thought. Oh, you know what? I want to, so these are bead caps. Let me see if I can get it. A filigree bead cap. Oh my goodness. I have gone through so many of these and I keep reordering them in the gold and the silver colors. And I'm going to put one on top. Oh, and it looks like I used one of those silicone spacers because that was in my little baggie. So we're going to put the chicken on. Yeah, you can see there. Let's see, how did I do this one? I see it. I did the silicone spacer and then the rondelle. So can you see how the silicone spacers are really helpful? Because look at this space I have to cover up. And then the rondelle beads just add such a nice touch. Okay. And now we'll put on the top. You know what? Let's make sure. Did I do my twist test? Make sure that metal rod was in there all the way. And I just kind of hold on to the chicken with my thumb and index finger. Okay. Good. Really good. That's so funny that she chose that one. And I wanted to do gold accents because I think it goes better with the beige color of the chicken. You know, I have the silver, but I think it goes better. Nice. Okay. Jiggle test. Twist test there. Very good. So I've got the 3 pens. They're going to be a trade. And then when I get the earrings from her, I'll show those too. Like I already picked out the ones I wanted. She sent me a picture and then I just edited the picture by circling digitally what I wanted. And these are their pens. I'll show you how I package my pens. I keep all my supplies in this tote that I got from Michael's a while ago. Also, we haven't done a bracelet sighting. Let's do a bracelet sighting. I made these myself, and if you watched my last video, you would have seen this one and that one. This one I've had for a while. So I'm going to include pen refills for each of their pens. And you can buy these from Amazon. I got this pack of pens from Temu. This little container I bought from Walmart, and they come in packs of 3, I believe. So they're really handy dandy. I also keep my clay beads in these. I've got organza bags. Thank you for your business stickers, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you know what? Since they're all going to the same household, I'm going to use my larger bag. But here is the single bag. And then that's like a little write-up of how to contact me because I'm not selling on any platform right now. So I'm just going to use this. These are Mylar zip pouches. And I have such a hard time opening. Well, these are easier than the small ones. My husband usually has to help me with the small ones, so I'll put those right in there. and the pens. Could easily get like 6 in here, I think. See? And we'll just zipper that up. And I will get these to my friend and her kids this weekend, and then I'll show you not the bracelets, I just wanted to look at them, but I'll show you the earrings. So, and I particularly like these containers because of the handle. I actually use the handle quite a bit. So definitely recommend a tote like this with handles. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, there should be a thumbs up icon below the video. If you would just tap that for me, I would really appreciate it. Thank you. I know it does the algorithm, or it does something for the algorithm. It helps push my videos out to other viewers who might enjoy crafty content. So thank you very much. Please bear with me in the coming videos as I get used to chatting to the camera again, by extension you guys, but I'm kind of struggling with it. It's a little awkward for me, so just give me some time to get used to it again. And until the next video, as we like to say here, toodles.